Hello Pokemon here. Today's video, gonna mix things up from our past few PSA submission videos, and in this video, I'm actually gonna be showing you a small PSA return, as well as a few things that I've been purchasing over the past couple of weeks. We'll start off with the purchases. I purchased a whole bunch of sealed product off of Catch-em-all Collectibles Dan. Most of you probably know him from the podcast that we do together, but if you don't, be sure to give him a follow on YouTube. He's a lot more consistent about uploading videos on YouTube than I am. But anyway, I purchased $14,000 worth of WotC sealed product off of Catch-em-all Collectibles. He actually purchased two first edition fossil booster boxes, one off of Heritage and one off of PWCC, I believe. He offered me one of the boxes for his average cost, which was super nice of him. So I took him up on that. This will probably most likely end up as inventory for Collecticon events. I'm actually going to Collecticon Long Beach towards the end of August and then Collecticon Denver towards the end of October. So hopefully see some of you guys there. My plan for this is to actually open the booster box, weigh out the packs, and sell heavy and light booster packs at the Collecticon events. So that's most likely what's going to happen with this. I probably will try listing it as a factory sealed booster box on Instagram and Facebook, just put a high price point on it. But with the past few auctions for first edition fossil booster boxes, I doubt I'll have any interest in a factory sealed box, just because I believe right now you can get more for the individual packs than you can for the actual sealed box. So my price point is going to be kind of high compared to where the past couple auctions have ended. But that's just because I feel like you can get more value out of the individual packs than you can the actual booster box itself right now. So that's the plan with that one right there. I believe my cost on that was like 8,500-ish, somewhere around there. And then I also went in on a half first edition Team Rocket booster box with him. So we each split the box down the middle, so 12 light packs and 6 heavy packs each. Here's the pack that he sent me. 12 light packs, 3 of each artwork right there. I actually haven't even taken these packs out of the packaging that I sent them in. But similar to the fossil box, these will most likely end up as Collecticon inventory, both in Long Beach and Denver, if they don't sell out in Long Beach, which hopefully they do. That would be really nice. So 12 light packs, 5 heavy packs right there weighing 21.1 grams each, and then 1 heavy pack weighing 21 grams. Dan actually went ahead and opened the lightest heavy and pulled a dark Blastoise holo, which was really cool. I do believe that the 21 gram heavy is definitely going to be a guaranteed heavy, but there's those right there. So few sealed products that I purchased off of Catch-em-all Collectibles. In total, I paid $14,000 for the half of a Team Rocket booster box and the entire fossil booster box right there. Next up, a PWCC purchase that I made a couple weeks ago. We have a PSA Excellent to Mint 6 No Damage Ninetales, another one added into the personal collection. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about here, No Damage Ninetales is basically missing an 80 damage for the Fire Blast attack. The Fire Blast attack is supposed to do 80 damage. These cards were printed without that attack, so they're called the No Damage Ninetales, and I am absolutely obsessed with collecting these cards. I need to do an updated YouTube video and Instagram picture of my No Damage Ninetales collection, because it's been quite some time since I've done an update. I believe I'm up to 41 copies with this copy and then one more that I'm going to be showing you here in a second. So definitely need to do an updated video, kind of going over everything and talking about the updated pricing and all of that stuff. But another PSA Excellent to Mint 6 added on into the personal collection. Super happy about that one. I paid $600 for this copy right here. I believe it was right on $600 is what I paid with the buyer's premium, and that's right about where I value PSA 6s. PSA 6s right around $600. PSA 7s right around 750, 800, somewhere in there. So happy to add that one on into the personal collection. And then next up, I bought this is going way back. I actually purchased a BGS Near Mint 7 No Damage Ninetales off of Rusty over at TCA Gaming. It was one of his consignment eBay auctions. I believe I won it for between $700 and $720, somewhere around there. But it was a BGS 7 copy. I really don't like BGS whatsoever. So I ended up cracking it out of the slab and submitting it into PSA with no minimum grade, obviously, since I cracked it out. But it was a BGS Near Mint 7. There's the subgrades right there. And it came back to me in the PSA case as a PSA 6. So I knew it wasn't going to be a PSA 7 just because it has a lot more wear than what's allowed for a PSA 7. But I am happy to have it in a PSA case because, like I said, I really don't like BGS whatsoever. So I got a PSA 6 No Damage Ninetales again. This is the one that I cracked out of the BGS case right here. And as you can see, there's a decent bit of scratching on the actual holo foil itself. And then on the right edge here, it does have two silver spots on the front. And then the back of the card, it does have a good bit of whiteness along the back edges, up at the top there, and then down below here on the bottom corners. So definitely knew it wasn't going to be a PSA 7 with that amount of wear. Happy with the 6 on that copy right there. And again, that'll get added on into the personal collection. Next up, as part of that PSA return, we have a PSA Near Mint 8 Ghost Stamp Pikachu. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about with this card, it's that right here, there, the partial first edition stamp where it's missing the D in addition, and then it's missing that whole one stamp down there. So these are called the Ghost Stamp Pikachu cards. They actually come from Shadowless Zap theme decks. If you guys watched the video that TCA Gaming uploaded a couple of weeks ago with us all over at his house, we actually opened a gold strip Zap theme deck, hoping to pull these cards right here, the Ghost Stamp Pikachus. Unfortunately, that theme deck did not have the Ghost Stamp Pikachus, so sorry, Rusty, but it was a great time being able to open that gold strip theme deck case and that theme deck right there. Super awesome experience. Just that whole day was such a good time. But I did manage to pull a PSA 8 Ghost Stamp Pikachu. I actually thought that this card would probably grade a 7 just because of the amount of whiteness up at the top border right there, and then there's a little bit of whiteness down on the corners as well. So I was thinking this card was going to be graded a 7. Luckily, it came back as being an 8, so I was really happy about that one right there. We're actually going to leave that one aside so I can compare it to a few other cards at the end. Next up, we have a few cards from that $20,000 collection buy that I bought back about a month or so ago with all of the WotC holos, the modern hit cards, and all of that stuff. That's where these next few cards have been coming from. I got a excellent 5 on the Shadowless base set Charizard. Was a little disappointed in this one. I thought that this one was going to be coming back as maybe a 7 with a guaranteed 6. Unfortunately, came back as being a 5, which a little disappointing by that one right there, but it is still a Shadowless base set Charizard. There is the back of that card right there. Like I said, I thought that this one could possibly sneak by with a 7. If not, it would probably come back as a 6. Fortunately, that was not the case, though. So there's that one right there. And then we also have a base set 2 Charizard. Came back as a Near Mint 8. We did get a 9 on the first edition Team Rocket Dark Charizard right there. And then we also got a 9 on the Unlimited Blaine's Charizard from Gym Challenge. And then we did get a 9 on the first edition Blaine's Charizard from Gym Challenge. So all 3 of those came back as being PSA 9s, which I was happy about. And the final Charizard from that same collection, we got a PSA Gem Mint 10 Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. So all those cards came from that $20,000 collection buy. Overall, happy with the grades, except for the Shadowless Charizard. thought for sure that one was going to be a bit higher. Next up, we have a few of these Rockets Mewtwo Winner Stamp Best of Game cards. You guys saw the video that I did quite a while back with the Best of Game little portfolios that I won off of Heritage. I ended up deciding to open the packets of cards and am submitting a whole bunch of those into PSA now, but I had previously submitted the Rockets Mewtwo because these are the most expensive cards from those little packets that I had won. So I opened the Rockets Mewtwo packet back a while back, and I was a little disappointed because there's 8 cards per packet. They're all the Rockets Mewtwo Winner Stamp cards. 3 of the 8 cards had like massive print lines running all the way through them. So I ended up just not sending those to PSA. I'm probably going to sell those as being raw copies just because I believe the number of print lines on them is going to knock the grade down to a PSA 8 or so. And people are selling like near mint PSA 8-ish copies on eBay, raw, ungraded, for around the same price as a PSA 8. So I figured I'd hold off on grading those ones and just grade the other ones. So I sent in 5 copies. There was one that I thought had a shot at a 10, but every one of them came back as a PSA Mint 9 copy. So not too disappointed about that because I am still happy we didn't get any 8s out of these cards, and everything came back as being PSA 9s. So got to look on the bright side with that one right there. So these will eventually be listed on eBay, just one by one. But so I'm happy with that one. And then the final 3 cards within this submission right here, we have an Astral Radiance Origin Form Palkia V Alt Art card, PSA Mint 9 on this one. These cards came from my Astral Radiance mass opening. I forget how many packs I opened, but I pulled one of each of the Palkia and Dialga alt arts, sent them both off to PSA, hoping to get consecutive cert number 9s. I thought that would be kind of cool to list them and sell them that way. I was fairly confident that they wouldn't get 10s just because of the centering. It's definitely off-centered, so I was fully expecting 9s on both of these cards. Palkia pulled a 9. However, the Dialga, which is this guy right here, pulled a near mint 8, which I was really surprised by when I saw the grading results. And then after I received the card, I took a closer look at it, and I still can't tell why PSA gave this card a PSA 8 versus a 9. As you can see, similar to the Palkia, the centering is definitely off on this card, but aside from the centering, there's literally nothing else that is wrong with this card. Pulled it straight out of a booster pack, sleeved it right away, and there's not a single speck of whiteness on the back of the card. The only thing that I can see wrong with it is the centering, so definitely a little disappointed in that one right there. And as you can see, this is the Pikachu that I set aside earlier, near mint 8. As you can see, there's noticeable whiteness up at the top border there, so a PSA 8 on this card definitely makes sense to me. PSA 8 on this card does not make any sense to me whatsoever. So I was a little disappointed on that one right there. And then similar to that, I also submitted a Starmie V from the Trainer Gallery set of Astral Radiance. I was fully expecting a PSA 9 on this card. I was hoping for a 10, but again, the centering was a little bit off on this one. And to my surprise, it pulls a PSA near mint 8, which is quite unfortunate. Same as the Palkia or Dialga V, the PSA 8 copy right there. Centering is a little bit off on this one, not nearly as bad as the other 2 cards, but again, there is nothing else wrong with this card whatsoever. I looked it over under lighting, and sorry to blind you guys with my ring light there, but there's not a single speck of whiteness anywhere on this card. So why it got a PSA 8 is beyond me. So yeah, a little disappointed on those 2 cards right there. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I sent all of these cards off under the $50 per card tier. So definitely not going to be making $50 back on these 2 cards right here. Hopefully be able to get close to $50-ish on both these cards to recoup the cost of grading. But we'll see what happens with those. I'll probably end up just listing both these cards as an eBay auction in one of my auction blocks and selling them that way. And then the PSA 9 Palkia, That one I'll list as a buy it now, and just kind of list it for whatever they're going for right now. But the 8s, I'll probably just auction these 2 off, where there's probably going to be a lot more 8s in the pop report as the years go on. But anyway, that is everything I have for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.